Hello there, my name's Dr. Kim and I'm going to work a conversion problem for you. Our first problem is, how many meters is 17.24 yards? And we are given 1 inch is 2.54 centimeters. And that's the only thing we're given. Everything else we're supposed to know. So we always start conversion problems with what we were given, and we were given 17.24 yards. That is what we were given, 17.24 yards. What do we know about yards? Well, we know about feet and yards. We know that there are 3 feet in 1 yard. So let's set up our conversion factor and think about where the 3 feet and the 1 yard should go. Now, because yards is what we're starting with, the unit of yards needs to be on the bottom. And again, it's 1 yard that contains 3 feet. So 1 yard is on the bottom, and 3 feet is on top. This allows yards to cancel, and now we've converted to feet. Well, what do we know about feet? Well, we know how many inches are in a foot, and once we get to inches, we can use our given conversion to centimeters. So let's do that. Again, we know there's 12 inches in a foot. Now, foot is on top, so foot has to go on the bottom of our conversion factor. Now, 1 goes with the foot. There's 1 foot that contains the 12 inches. 12 inches goes on top. Now it's the foot that cancels out, and we're left with inches. Our conversion factor that was given shows us that there's 2.54 centimeters in the 1 inch. So let's set up that conversion factor. Now inches is on top, so what has to be on the bottom? Hopefully you said inch. That is correct. And it's 1 inch in this conversion factor, and 2.54 centimeters goes on top. This allows inches to cancel. Now we have centimeters, so we're getting very close, but the question asks for meters. Now you're supposed to know the relationship between centimeter and meter. What does centi mean, that prefix? If you said 100, you're correct. There are 100 centimeters in 1 meter. Because centimeters is on top, what has to be on bottom? Hopefully you said centimeters. And how many centimeters were there? Again, 100 goes with centimeters, and that is in the 1 meter. This allows centimeters to cancel out, and we are left with meters. So we are finally done. It is a 4-step conversion problem. Let's grab our calculator. We have 17.24 times 3, and then divide by 1, times 12, and then divide by 1, times 2.54, and then divide by 1, then times 1, and divide by 100. Now we can hit equals. And there's our answer. How many sig figs should we have? Well, we started with 4. 3 feet in a yard, that's exact. That's a definition. There's exactly 3 feet in a yard. Same thing with 12 inches in a foot. That is exact as well. 2.54 centimeters in an inch. That is also exact. And finally, exactly 100 centimeters in a meter. Everything here was exact, so the only thing our sig figs depend on is the first number, which has 4 sig figs. Therefore, I will keep the 1, the 5, the 7, and the 6. Does the 4 round the 6 up? No, it does not. So the answer is 15.76 meters. And we have just solved our first conversion problem. Good job.